For the third time in a row, Charlton Athletic have been drawn at home in the Cup. Leicester City of the Championship were the visitors to the Valley, and Simon Brotherton is your commentator.
Charlton's third successive home tie against Football League opposition gives them every chance of reaching the quarter-finals for only the sixth time in their history. But they, of all people, shouldn't underestimate Leicester, having been knocked out of the Cup by both Gillingham and Walsall in the past 3 years. Charlton enjoyed the rare luxury of a weekend off last week and have a clean bill of health. Manager Alan Kirbishley welcomes back the fit-again duo of Jonathan Fortune and Brian Hughes. Last week's 2-1 reverse at table-topping Ipswich was Leicester's first defeat in 8 matches. Captain Danny Tiato and Alan Mabry return today, while striker David Connolly has been sacrificed for added midfield presence. Here's De Vries away from Haridason. Good looking ball in towards Williams. It was Tiato swinging his leg. Hughes. Now Mabry with a chance. And the inquest starts immediately among the Charlton back line. Herman Haridason involved in a furious row. Leicester City passing their way round the entire Charlton defence. Alan Kirbishley, who will have enjoyed having the best part of a fortnight to prepare his team for this cup tie. Now it's with El Karkouri. And Hughes is in space. Terrific ball! Oh, lovely shot and a fine save. Suddenly the Premiership side come to life, and it's taken them over half an hour. Lovely ball through by El Karkouri. Look at the space, good running here by Hughes, fine save by Ian Walker. And Gillespie getting it clear to Gudjohnsen. Leicester City had every single player back inside the penalty area there. Foul by El Karkouri. Dublin up for this one once again. Dabizas getting forward as well. Certainly not afraid to throw the big men forward when it matters. To Walton, the referee, keeping a close eye on things as it's in towards De Vries. Oh yes, and Nikos Dabizas! Leicester City are ahead, and you can't say they don't deserve it. Leicester City cap off an excellent first half with this goal from Nikos Dabizas. He wasn't picked up by the Charlton Athletic defence. Look at that for a free header.
Leicester City was number 4, Nikos Dabizas.
Charlton are getting bogged down. Leicester City are stifling them, getting men behind the ball. This is Romadal looking for Bartlett. That's a neat little exchange. Bartlett, oh, inadvertently hit his own player. That hit Romadal. That rather sums up Charlton's first half. Charlton really trying to go through the gears here. Konchesky, he's away from Mabry, does very well. Bartlett! Good play by Konchesky on the near side, and Sean Bartlett with a delicate touch to finish the job. 1-1. And that's harsh on Leicester City. They played so well. Charlton have offered little, but that is a quality finish.
It's number 17, Sean Bartlett.
This is Gillespie. Now Hughes, who was an influential part of Leicester City's excellent first half performance. Good play, they're working the ball well. Now Mabry with a chance to cross. Gillespie, oh, fine stop. It was excellent build-up play here from Leicester City. Gillespie's firm header, though, straight at the goalkeeper. Slight problem here for Keith Gillespie. I think he may have a cut on the head, which the referee wishes him to get seen to. Leicester City may have to give Keith Gillespie a new shirt because of the blood stains on it. Now Konchesky, lots of space on that far side for Herman Hreidarsson. He's got Thomas outside him. Here he is. Konchesky heading to the far post. Bartlett waits in there. Slight indecision. Dublin didn't do the best thing there, as it turns out. Walker might have had that. Stewart in there ahead of Luke Young. And Joey Gudjohnsen helps him to clear up. So cut to the head has meant a change of shirt for Keith Gillespie. And it's a shirt that has no name and no number. Foul of Brian Hughes by Dublin. Dublin, I think, clearly caught Hughes, beaten by the pace. This could be a chance now for Charlton. Murphy's kick. Oh, Bartlett was lurking right behind Ian Walker. Came in on the blind side, totally unnoticed. Gillespie just getting involved with Herman Hreidarsson, and Elkar Curry was a little over-enthusiastic in breaking it up there. And rather forcibly breaking it up between the pair of them. Well, this would be an interesting one if the referee didn't know who it was. He could say it was anybody. Keith Gillespie goes in the book. And that is why. He got an elbow back as well there from Hreidarsson. Now Jerome Thomas. Looking for Brian Hughes! It was nearly 2-1. Doesn't he know it? Charlton again, suddenly find a way through. Great running by Hughes, not the finish to match. Gudjohnsen now. Really looking to switch the play and use the full width of the field. Gillespie. That'll be a corner. And the Leicester fans gathered behind the goal will cheer to that. And here's a little routine they worked on earlier. And it's in towards... Oh, and it's cleared off the line! De Vries was in there, so was Dabizas, and somehow Charlton scrambled it clear, but here comes Williams. Gillespie! Oh, and if Dublin maybe could have just got his foot on that, it might have diverted it goalward. Desperate stuff there from Charlton's point of view. Mark De Vries right in the thick of the action as the ball came over. De Vries getting up well, Dabizas was there. The two of them collided, I think. Dabizas' shot cleared off the line by Kylie's boot. Tiato now, flag stays down. Can De Vries get in there? Oh, he's round Kylie here. Oh, and Elkar Curry was there. Well, it's Leicester who are asking the questions here in the latter stages of this cup tie. Header on from Bartlett, away by Dublin. Nallis then was just caught, and it's a free kick to Leicester. Just over a minute to go. Nallis going up for the header with Jason Ewell, just catching the back of his head. Roared on by their travelling support. Here's Joey Gudjohnsen. Only to Dublin. Oh, good save. Well, that looked like a real floater, but it nearly stung Charlton. Kylie watched it all the way. It was hardly a venomous volley, but it was pretty accurate. Danger not cleared. Dublin's there! And Leicester City are surely now headed into the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. Seconds The man who played in the cup final 5 years ago is heading his team into the last 8 in 2005.
It's nice to be in a position to score a goal, after playing centre half for the last, 6 or 7 games, but just popped up there and it sort of hit me on the head and I just guided it in. So yeah, very pleased, very pleased.
I don't know if my nerves could have stood scoring any earlier, to be honest with you. But no, I'm pleased to get through. I thought we played well today, a place which is extremely difficult to win, and I thought we deserved to go through.
Well, Peter, what was the situation with Keith Gillespie? Presumably he had to change his shirt initially because he had bloodstains on it.
Yeah, that's quite true, Simon. In fact, the directives, as I have a copy here, states where a player who has been removed from the field of play because of blood injury has blood on his shirt, shorts or socks, the player will be required to change the clothing for clean apparel. And therefore I asked Keith to leave the field, and before he re-entered he had to put a new shirt on.
Now, he wouldn't have been very happy, I presume, on such an icy cold day to have to put a short-sleeve shirt on, but not only that, a short-sleeve shirt without a name or a number on the back. Now, he was allowed to play for the rest of the match like that. I would have thought that maybe they would have had to bring on another shirt.
Right, that's a fair point. However, that's a secondary issue. The primary issue is to make sure the safety of the players is concerned and therefore remove the garment from blood. When it comes to the numbering situation, that's secondary, and that's something I'll just put in my report, but I doubt very much if the clubs will be held against.
Well, that's explained that, except when he booked him. Turn round, what's your number? Oh, you haven't got one.
He could have said anybody, couldn't he?
I mean, it's a shock because they're in the Championship and obviously Charlton are in the Premier League. But actually, when you look at the makeup of the Leicester side, so many of those players have played at the top level.
Yeah,
we shouldn't be that surprised, maybe.
No, I mean, Leicester played ever so well today. You're talking about experienced players in Dublin, Charlton, Walker, Dabizas. And they were great for the rest of the players in the Leicester team. They responded to the experience they had, and they were well worth the victory today.
A sad evening in the Peacock senior household.
Yeah.
Charlton's terrible cup run continues.
It's not going to happen for them. But to be honest, Mark, they were second best today to a Leicester side of Craig Levine's come in there and he's trying to change things around there, taking a little bit of time in the league. But today they were spot on, and there was only really one team that's going to win it in the second half, and I thought that winner was always going to come from Leicester.
Well, let's have a look, because they had a lot of opportunities, didn't they, in the second half? And Simon was saying in the commentary, actually, they were unlucky to be going in level.
Well, they were. I mean, this is Dublin. Dublin was a problem all the time from set pieces, and here he causes a problem. Dabizas gets a prod in there, and it's a good save from D. Kiley at the end of it with his feet. But, you know, he's causing problems, Dublin, all day long there. He's difficult to handle. He's a big man. This is De Vries. He goes on the outside of Kiley. Acrobatic defending, should we say, from El Kokori. I think he knew the cameras were around on that one.
That is a TV clearance, isn't it?
Yeah, he could have pulled that down. Pally would have pulled that one down. But again, you know, Charlton are living dangerously all the time. Kiley's caught out of position there, and he was relying on his defender to get him out of trouble. And here, this is a decent volley from Dion Dublin. It's awkward. It's one of those trying to get over the top of it. But actually, it's the one that leads to the corner, and from the corner, they actually end up scoring. But again, Dublin involved. And how many times have we seen Dion Dublin causing problems in this position? He's a nightmare for defenders.
Jason Ewell slipped there, number 9, at a vital moment.
Yeah,
Look, there, he's suddenly...
It gives him the space, but it's all about Dion's strength. He's not letting the player get in front of him. He's using his body strength to keep him at bay. The ball's a great ball, and it's got to be a perfect ball in for him to do that. And he's done it so many times now, Dion. It doesn't surprise you anymore. And
Alan Kirby should be disappointed as well, because both goals came from 2 set pieces. And, you know, he works very hard with his team on defensive set pieces. He's got a fantastic record on the FA Cup. I was speaking to him on the radio earlier. You play with him at Manchester United. I think he's been to this stage with... Well, with Manchester United, we think. We weren't sure whether he was
played in the
fit
semi
or not.
against Oldham in '94, I think.
But he got to the stage with Cambridge, played in the final with Villa, got to the last 8 with Coventry as well.
Yeah.
Still going.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to see him play. I mean, he's been out the side, I think, for a few weeks, but he's got back in the last couple of weeks and playing as centre-half. I'm sure he still thinks he's better off as a centre-forward, but he showed the instinct there as a centre-forward to score the goal. And we'll just reiterate what the referee was saying about Keith Gillespie's shirt and the whole business about blood being on the shirt. The referee's chief, Keith Hackett, has said us this evening that competition guidelines do allow players to change into a shirt without name or number in the event of a blood injury. Basically, instead of having 2 sets of 16 kits in the technical area, which would be obviously cause quite a lot of chaos and take up quite a lot of room, the agreement has been made that the quickest way is to allow a shirt without a name or a number, which is why he is looking like that. It's just a bit much. And he's been booked without his number on.
Yeah, it's a bit much when he said he was Dion Dublin to the referee there.
So Leicester through for the 4th time in 10 seasons. The draw paired Arsenal.